Tonight, we got ourselves one hell of a race here for the full-length Cup Challenge at Texas Motor Speedway, here live on Maconey Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We got ourselves a good one for the Lone Star 400. We got a full field of cars in the next gens ready to get started here. My name's Kirk Mills alongside Ron Mons in the booth, and our producer Morgan Cook will be bringing the pictures to you here tonight. It's gonna go ahead and dive down into the pit lane as they exit turn number 4 right about now. There we go. Reach down, pull them belts tight one more time from the Lone Star State through that restart zone. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing, boys. Turn number 4 for the first time today. Guess who's in the lead? Dylan Basin leads lap number 1 here. And as there is side-by-side battles back there between Lucas Hoitzma and Ralph Hutchinson for 5th. Oh, something's wrong with Jedi Taylor down the back straightaway. He's on the very bottom of the racetrack on the apron. That 60 car, he just went way off the pace and let the whole field go by.
Yeah, that car is looking evil at the moment. It's either skating up into the turns or just snapping around. We'll take a look at a replay to see what the deal may have been there. I was jokingly saying a few moments ago that he nearly ended up in Louisiana. He went so wide heading his way up through turn number 1 and 2. They actually had a small little bit of contact there. I think he got tripped up by the car behind.
This time. Not this, oh, maybe slightly. He is definitely up higher on the racetrack, about a lane up for Nolan Hodgson, trying something different. To try and chase down the leader. But that 97 of Lucas Hoitzma, he's on his tail. He's going to be there in no time. I think that 97 might have a long run car underneath him.
And if that is the case, you got to wonder what the mindset is for Hoitzma as he's trying to get this moved on Nolan Hodgson. Certainly closes up that gap as they head their way downtown into 1 and 2. This track can get a little bit wild. It is a Lone Star State. It is going to get crazy. But if Hoitzma has a quick car, even now, I think that's a real eerie sign for the driver that he's competing with.
You could say that, but right now, that 97 car is on a mission. That car has been on rails the last 3 laps. He's got past the 12 car, and he has closed the gap so fast to the back bumper of Basin, and he's going to be able to try and make that pass. Look at him. He's on the back bumper. He's looking for a spot. He gives him a shot on the back bumper saying, hey, buddy, guess what? I got a fast car this week. I'm going to be competing with you. And he goes way up the racetrack in 1 and 2. He's going to carry a lot of momentum for the exit. Where's he going to do with it? He goes to the outside, and he's going to try and make the outside line work for a pass. And new leader, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Hoitzma, going around the outside. Is going to try and carry the momentum off turn 4. And to start lap 20, new leader Lucas Hoitzma rides the Dente into first place. With every time that Lucas Hoitzma machine takes the lead, I'm going to do this just once, and we'll do it every time. But here we go.
Ride the Dente.
There you go. I got that one loaded up. Good to go. He rode the Dente into the lead, but how long will it last? That 84 is not giving up on it. He's going right back to the outside line, trying to carry momentum again around the 97. Ooh, man, that's awesome. Look at that. He's going to try and make a move back down to the bottom. This ain't over yet. Basin for Ryko on the bottom, and you can see Hoitzma on the top. Oh, boy, way up top. That's so up high off the racetrack. Whoa, look at that move to the bottom. Awesome. I love this racing up front, man.
Yeah, these two giving us one hell of a fight. Hoitzma and Basin battling it out for this race lead right now. And Basin has some good runs contact, though, as he headed his way out of 4. That's actually going to give him the opportunity to go side by side, just bounce him off a little bit. I wonder what the damage is, but forget the damage. He just jumped into the race lead, a wall tap and a race lead in the span of about 30 seconds. Sideways snap through 2, though.
Oh, man, this is awesome. Top 2 going crazy at it. The rest of the field is battling for spots, but this is for the lead of the race. This is awesome. He bumped him up into the outside wall. It wasn't intentional, but he put him in a wall, and that wasn't fun at all. Oh my goodness, that 97 car still hanging on to the lead, but these guys are trading it back and forth. And I'll tell you who's liking this the most. I think Nolan Hodgson sitting in the wings P3. Let's go back up to the top two because they're still side by side. But if these two keep racing like this, Nolan's going to take advantage of the warmed up tires from all the hard racing up front. It looks like that 84 is going to have to settle back in and try and figure out another way to get by that 97 machine. As we're looking out the backside of that 97, you can see Mason right there is lurking, waiting for a run to show up.
In the 12 machine, desperately clinging on to that inside line, but Hutchinson making it work. Similar shades to what we saw Hoytsma run a bit earlier on.
Yeah, and by the way, that 84 just made a huge run on the front stretch for the lead. Again, they're side-by-side up front, side-by-side battles for first and for second in Texas. What is happening right now? Still side-by-side for first. Second place settled. Ralph Hutchinson takes P3 away as the 84 Basin goes way down to the bottom. I'm noticing there's two big lines. You can go really deep into turn number one and get a huge run down the back straightaway like the 97's doing right now. He's going to have that run and make a move down to the inside for turns 3 and 4. Or you can go to the bottom, and you're just going to have to deal with that slow exit. And they are trading the lead back and forth more than I've seen at any other track this year. A little loose for the 84. He saves it. But this is awesome racing up front. You don't get this every day. That 19 of Ralph Hutchinson, though, now that he's gotten past that car, he's now trying to catch back up. 84 is making a move to the bottom. You can look at the front bumper of Hutchinson right now, and those two in the front are just, it's so weird. It's like they're running similar lap times. Forget dirty air. They're so close to each other. I like seeing this. It's fun. Look at that bumper move. He just put some air on the spoiler of the 97. And he's getting side by side again across the line.
Yeah, and you can see him like the chili pepper on his hood. Hoytsma getting a little bit spicy with the handling as he headed his way through 3 and 4 and goes real deep into 1 and 2. And almost ends up in the wall, and that's going to allow Hutchinson to close up there. Was worried about those drivers battling and bringing more drivers into it as they chase each other's tails down the backstretch into turn number 3. Hoytsma leapfrogs in front once more. These are some fantastic moves that these drivers are pulling. Some great racing right now, and at Texas of all places. This is stunning.
Yeah, the run on the outside again for Basin. I mean, if you want the camera on you, now you learn how you can do it. We've been on these guys for the last 15 laps. We're already on lap 30. You can see 84 Basin on the outside. This time's going to make the pass clear, and now Hoytsma has to fall back to P2. This is the first time Basin has led since the battle began, so I think now Basin is going to try and move forward. You can see the other battles on track. That gap is gaining. I think that 97 used up what he had, and the 84 just got on by. Got to tell you, I've watched this entire field going into turn number 1, and the only driver who's going as high as the 84 is the 84. He's the only one going way up to the wall. Everybody else is not even close to his line. And this time he chose to go a little bit lower, but he ran the highest line out of the whole field, and he was running so much faster than the rest of the field. And the further back you go, still side by side for second, Nolan Hodgson and Hoytsma. This time Hodgson's probably going to make that pass work on the outside line on the exit of turn 4. That momentum will carry, and it will send that 12 car to the lead as we got the 19 car of Ralph Hutchinson on pit road. From 4th place, window is open, pit road, green flag pit stops happening right now. But remember, folks, they need to make it for the stage length to lap 80. So this is the halfway, a little over halfway. Exactly when you'd expect to see cars come down pit road. More and more will choose to do so the longer we go. Same with Cody B. Johnson.
As you can see, the 73 very slow.
Mesnard. Problem with the right front of Evan Mesnard. Something happened to the 73 machine. What happened here? Oh, a crash on the racetrack involving two of I think they were teammates. You can see this week they're driving Angry Bird paint schemes. That entire team. It's the 73 there, and who is that right in front of him? That is Tanner Marty, both teammates. Heading down the back straightaway. Oh, that's Cameron Stone in the 57 up in front of them. I think that's where the wreck's going to start up here. You got a lot faster car in the 57. Oh, that 29 was loose, overdone it, and wow. both Lunar Esport cars going up into the outside wall, collecting damage and killing the cars than he was before, as Basin comes out of turn number 4 to get one more lap to go on the stage. Basin dominant most of the run after the pit stop, but prior he had some great racing between himself and Lucas Hoytsma, who is now 4 seconds behind this 84 machine. A good reason why this car is going to be... Oh, look out, Pearson. Look out, everybody. Don't hit Pearson. Look out, look out. Car sitting in the middle of the racetrack. Caution's going to come out, and that will be the stage. What happened to Neil Pearson? Dustin Hall.
Right behind him.
Sorry, that you can see Heitman and Hall there. Heitman on the back bumper, the 62. Got on the back bumper, got him loose. Save it. Got on the brakes. Look out. Did he hit anything? He didn't hit anything. What a... He had a caution, but he never got hit. No contact. What a... You don't do that every day, wrecking on the front stretch. Holy cow. You know, the thing is that we kind of have a running gag with the 62 right now in the chat, because he normally spins out. He's had a bad habit where at the racetracks, he'd spin out facing the inside wall. Great restart for the bottom line.
Yeah, tremendous restart there. Basin going to hold on to a comfortable lead over Hodgson, who's right there behind him. Keep an eye on Hoytsma, the Pied Piper up that top side, trying to make something work. Nearly gets door banged out of the way. Does get door banged out of the way by the 54 of Coffee. He's now got to get shuffled back. Coffee now side by side with Lim.
Not the restart that 97 wanted, nor the 6. Both cars going the wrong way on the racetrack as Basin and Hodgson try and pull away and go away. Junsa Lim also in P3 side by side with Coffee, who again was the big recipient of the best strategy, I think, in terms of net gains. He's gotten up to the top 5, trying to make the outside line work, trying to carry the momentum, but right now, fresh tires, the inside line typically is the lane to go to as they head down into turn 3 and 4. Again, the start lap number 86 when they cross the stripe. You can see the biggest change is that 97. He's going the wrong direction. It'll be lap 165. So, oh, caution's out on the racetrack. Forget about that. Wrecking on the backstretch. I think it's Cody B. Johnson involved in an incident here. May have been Billy Brickley as well. Something to do with those two cars. We'll have to triple check. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what happened back here on the backstretch.
And here it was, already side by side before they headed their way into turn number 1 and 2. The problem is with intermediates is the exits of the turns when the drivers merge into that same bit of real estate. That's exactly what went down there.
You know what it was? I think let's go back and look at a different angle, because we couldn't really see from across the front stretch. So let's try this. You can see Billy Brickley on the top. You see Cody B. Johnson on the bottom. It's going to happen on the exit of turn number 2. What I think happens here is the 08 comes up and thinks he's going to be clear the 00 and isn't, or the 00 comes down. Those are the two options of how this could turn out. Yep. It is definitely not clear. Not clear for Cody B. Johnson. A little bit of damage for both cars, but they should be able to get that damage repaired. And guess what? Pit stops are going to be happening right now. And does this really affect our fuel strategy? I think that's going to be something that we're going to have to take a look at, as some folks everybody's going down pit road now. Side by side for second. Look at this here, Ron. You got Hutchinson on the bottom.
Yeah, so Ralph Hutchinson, a driver who's been consistently quick throughout the night, once again proving that he's a race car and a race driver to contend with. P2 at the moment for him. Let's see if he can maybe mount a charge.
It's a matter of time. Top 5 have single filed out now, as it looks like. Not quite. Avila's trying to make the outside line work, but not enough. 6th place side by side. You can see Heitman now moving up towards the top grouping of the top 10.
lock it down and avoid making contact. But the fact he didn't hit a wall or any cars in that moment is a Christmas miracle.
Delaney, there he goes into the outside wall. That is not good. He made contact with the 62. 6 car. Oh, he got more contact straight up into the outside wall, sliding in turns 3 and 4. Live on the screen. We'll catch it here in a second. Take a look and see what happened. Caution is out. So the 6 car got way up out of the groove there. It looks fine. No big deal. That's a normal line for some folks. So he got loose on his own. And when he did, he came up in front of the 62. 62 tried to go on by on the inside. I think the 6 car had a problem or something. What was that all about? 62 up into the outside wall. 6 car is still loose on the bottom.
You can't keep getting away with this!
Stage 2. Here are their results. Basin, Hodgson, Hoytsma, Avila, Coffey, Hutchinson, Harper, Duggar, Hill, and Cody B. Johnson rounds out your top 10 runners. We're about to start our 3rd and final stage of the day. From here to the end, 100 laps to decide the winner. Through that restart zone, we are back underway. Paul Hill sending it 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. They double file it out as it looks like now the side-by-side battle is for second. Nolan Hodgson under fire from the 97, and Hoytsma's going to make that pass as it looks like he's going to try and chase down Basin. 69 laps to go. Nice. Oh my goodness, wrecking on the back straightaway. Something happened. Heavy impact to the inside wall. It's Thomas Komacheski in the 88 car. I saw that just out of the corner of my eye. The car just dipped down. What happened out of turn number 2? No caution. They stay green. Something happened to that 88 on the exit of turn number 2.
And you can see it was all around Cameron Stone. That battle that I was suspecting was going to get hot started to. And another driver involved in, I think it was a bit of a stack up as they had their way out of the turn. Had to check out the throttle a bit through 2, and a huge pancake hit into that inside safer barrier heading down the backstretch. That's an awkward hit. That may completely end his night.
Oh yeah, it's not a good feeling at all. No meatball. Wait, what? No meatball on the 88 is what we're hearing? Are you kidding? That was a hell of a hit. That should have been a meatball in any other car. Spaghetti and sauce, okay. Hell, I mean, not even meat sauce, just regular sauce. I mean, you ordered a chicken parmesan from Olive Garden, and you only got the freaking, spaghetti with marinara on the side. You didn't get any meat sauce in it. I'm surprised. So Avila came down, and now we got Nolan Hodgson coming down pit road live right now. Oh, Paul Hill's around. Caution's going to come out. And Bennett, oh, there goes the 97 as well. 98. Get a camera on 98. He's sliding. Oh, he might have gotten huge damage. Big time. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, let's take a look and see what the heck happened to the 26 of Paul Hill. He was running in the top 5.
Is heading out of 4, pretty much running by himself. Tries to come down pit lane, and there it is. The sideways step, and sledgehammer shot there for the 23. Nowhere that he could go. To take a look at the 28. Oh, he got hit there by the 76. Oh, that was a huge hit there. I believe that was the... I think that was a 76 right behind that he made contact with. Yes, it was. There you can see that car also wounded in that incident.
Get on the edge of your seats. This is when it gets chaotic right here, right now on the restart. We are back underway. Great restart for the 12. The 84 will have to pull down to the bottom in front of Ralph Hutchinson. And that will be how they head into turn number 1. Side by side for third between Hoytsma and Hutchinson. It looks like Hoytsma's going to have a run down the back, but they will stay side by side on the back straightaways. Junsa Lim and Duggar also trying to battle there as well. Alan Duggar in the 10 car.
Yeah, so as that battling is going on, I'm keeping my eye right up in front of them. Hoytsma and Hutchinson side by side for third. two very different tales for these drivers' races, as they're now maybe going to go 3 wide with Basin. Hasn't really been able to get the move that he wanted to on Hodgson. He's still your leader as they head their way down the backstretch. Basin maybe going to try and look for it heading into turn number 3 and 4. Not close enough. Hoytsma jumps his way up into third. Maybe there's an upswing for the 97. This could be a good strategy call from Hodgson. Contact there with the wall for Basin. That's a huge snap. He's now going to be in the middle of 3 wide, racing the mean the sandwich into 1.
Man, a dominant race just now got way more complicated for Dylan Basin. Basin just hit the outside wall that slowed him down, and now he's dropped back to 4th place, the lowest running we've seen that car all day long. Now he's trying to catch back up to his teammate, but he's got to go through 2 other cars, Ralph Hutchinson and the 97 of Hoytsma. These guys have been dominating the top 5 most of the day, and now Hodgson's going to be under fire, but 3rd place is up for grabs. Here comes Basin to the inside for position. As the 19's got a run on the leader, he's going to make a move down to the bottom of the racetrack, side by side for the lead. Here comes Ralph Hutchinson. He has yet to win this year. He'd love to get it done here at Texas. He gets the pass done, and so does Basin on Hoytsma, and now side by side between the teammates. 37 laps to go.
Yeah, and Hutchinson looking to end this race off on the strong note. We said that he's been quick all night long, consistently quick as well. Looking to end this race on an upswing as the side-by-side battling still goes on. They finally single file themselves out, heading out at 2. Dylan Basin now your P2 runner. Hodgson is in 3rd. Lucas Hoytsma may be smelling blood in the water. That number 97 car has been about as hard to pin down as a 3-legged chicken. We've seen him be fast in the long run, fast in the short run. I think he's right now fast in the short run because I'm starting to see that pace begin to fall off.
He's on the way. You can see it right there. He's on the back bumper of Hutchinson. Basin, who's been dominant all day, all over the back bumper. There he goes to the outside, just like that. 35 laps to go. They're side by side for the lead here at Texas in a full-length Cup Challenge. Look at what he's doing on the outside, trying to take the high side momentum. It looks like it might work out for him as they head out of turn number 2. Dylan Basin, after getting into the wall, losing 3 spots, drops back to 4th, passes all 3 of them again, back up to the lead for Dylan Basin with just 34 laps to go when they cross the stripe. Into the race is when people normally push their cars the hardest, and that's when most things change. Just like 2nd place just changed. Ralph Hutchinson drops back to 3rd as Lucas Hoytsma, the only car that has ever been able to catch Basin all day long, moves into P2, trying to chase him down again. Let's see if we can't pull up the graphic to see the difference in lap times, because that 97 has got to be driving on the absolute edge, trying to chase down that 84, and you can see it has been working his favor. He has been gaining ground on him lap after lap, very little, but remember, the longer the run goes, the further Basin gets better on the long run. That 97 has been struggling on the long run, and now he has a chance to try and chase down Basin if he can hurry. Crossing the stripe this time by, guess what? It is in the green. Again, a 10th gain. But now the 84 goes way up to the outside wall. We saw that early in the first stage. That worked out well for him, and he pulled out to a large gap. But this time, I don't think it's going to help him that much. Down the back, he gains a little bit of a gap. But does that continue into turns 3 and 4? The 97 tries the top line, trying to gain that momentum up on the top side, carry it on the straightaway. Let's see how that gap looks now. Crossing the stripe, it may be half a tenth, I think. Maybe a little less. Yep, about a little less than half a tenth, exactly. You can see now the 97 goes way up to the top line, trying to mimic what the 84 did the lap before. And that time, the gap is going to close down the back straightaway even more. You can see the gap, how that changes in real time. Nah, it may have looked like he was losing time. He's not. He used the outside line to get a momentum jump down the back, and it helped him out a lot. You can see it here. He's going to be on the back bumper entering turns 1 and 2. He goes up a little higher this time. Not as high as he did the lap before, but this outside line is going to carry him some momentum down the back straightaway, and it's going to close that gap even more. He's there. And the cars sitting in 3rd, 4th, and 5th are just waiting in the wings, hoping for a mistake. But this time he goes to the bottom, tries to enter shallow. He gets cut off. The 84 cuts the nose off. That's going to cut his air out. And now that 97 is going to have to recover and try and reset up the pass again. Because he is, man, he's doing everything he can. 19 laps to go. That 97. We've seen him pass him before under green flag conditions in the first stage. Trying to do it again. He hadn't seen the speed for most of the race. But now he's there. He's all over the back bumper. And Bason's just got to try and hold him off. These two guys, I gotta say, that time by, not necessarily a lot of speed there that time for that 97. He lost a little bit of ground. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about how those tires might be feeling in that 97 car. He's having to turn a little bit harder here to get that car to turn. And when he put more wheel into it, there's more slide, more burn on the right front tire. And the longer that happens, the harder it's gonna be for him. You can see Bason was slightly faster that time by. You can see he's lost about a tenth over what they were just a little while ago. Again, another half a tenth gained by Bason. This is swapped on the bottom of the screen. You see Bason there is the one we're comparing to Hoytsma that time. Let's see if we can switch it back the other direction. But I can tell you right now that it is not getting closer anymore. Bason is starting to scoot out. The 97's speed, I think, is nearing its end. He tried everything he could. He got close. He was within inches of that back bumper, but unfortunately the longer this run has gone, the more and more time that 97 has lost.
Right there as well, talking about Nolan Hodgson and the season that he has had through to this point, trying to get some good runs to string together a good run. The points as contact made to 3 and 4.
Exactly, he just dove it in deep and knocked him up out of the way, lost him 2 spots at 67. 12 car was saying, I'm faster than you 3 or 4 times in the last 10 laps, and that time he just up and knocked him up out of the way. Used 8 tires instead of 4 to slow down in the corner. As we have 4 laps to go, you can see that definitely hurt him. Probably lost a chance at the top 5 if he can't get back to the Duggar's back bumper. But Duggar, Alan Duggar, looking to get a top 10 for the first time I've seen him this season. If he's able to do it, top 5 rather, the first time this season. He's in a good position to be able to do that. We'll come across the line. 1 more lap to go. He's got just a mile and a half to manage. No one in his zip code, no caution can come out, and he is on his own. 1 and 2 is just fine. He doesn't have to deal with anybody. No dirty air, no problem. Down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Dylan Bason is going to be marking his spot as a 2-time winner in the full-length Cup Challenge when he crosses the stripe. He'll be just like his teammate, winning 2 in a row here at Texas and Talladega.